Hello everyone! Happy half anniversary! 3.5 star Niece is here. Like I say, call her a niece star. Missed opportunity there since the actual thing is called star niece. But anyway, I've been thinking about this for a while and I'm pretty sure I'll just go for one copy here. If I max the mid-break, that's to be determined later. We all know my luck. And we know that JoJo Bizarre Adventure Neon is coming up, so let's at least go for one. Tetra seems to love me no matter what, so hopefully they love me enough to not spook me like crazy and just give me a niece right away. We'll open some molds later as well, depending on whether I need a bit of a boost or not. But so far, not so great. Hope everyone's enjoying the update. Apparently we're supposed to do the story and then the event, in terms of it order making sense, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. I'll do the story first since I'm really interested, and then the event. Definitely getting Anice's outfit, you gotta get that. I see Liberalio's is up right now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna break for that one. Okay. Tetra. No. Alright, we're already off to the spooks. I already know to look out for that special little animation, like what happened with Rappy. So, you know, they're not gonna get me. I can tell whether it's her or whether it's just random Tetra. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, remember, the goal ultimately is C7 Ziz, because he's totally gonna come out, right guys? So we want to save all those tickets, then we can roll for max limit break when the time comes, and then ticket to C7.
Don't you know?
I believe that's what I did with Syra.
Soldier OW. Armament check.
Has paid off very well.
Your orders, please.
Alright, this is not even Tetra. D-Killer Y. You know, I still use her in tower, so extra copies, I'll take it. They see, this is what I'm talking about with my luck. I realize now not to push it. You know, just do what you can and get them later, especially when they're not limited. As tempting as it is. You know, Tetra Tower is whatever. I'm getting by. So, we'll see. Again, another Tetra. I guess we can technically call them spooks, but, you know, without the animation, it's a dead giveaway. But yeah, already off to a rough start. This game is just torturing me. It gives me Tetra, but not the Tetra I need. Oh boy. This just reinforces the idea that it's best to just go for one copy and make up your mind later. Especially anniversary when there's so many other things to get.
Armament check.
I climbed 200 or so tower floors. Definitely no less than that. To jack up my gem prices.
I promised to meet with my new teacher today.
And you see how fast I can just get whiffed?
Looking for a good...
Again, not the Tetra I need. See, I've caught on. I see their tricks. They're trying to get me to blow all gems and then Neon comes and I have nothing. Not falling for it. So you gotta be careful, especially when they're not limited. You know, you gotta be extra careful. I haven't heard anything that suggests Anice, the new Anice, is broken or anything like that. So, you know, I'm fine if it's just get for copies later. Not saying that's ultimately what's gonna happen, but if it is, like certainly it's gonna end that way in this video. You know, unless I get multiple in one go. Then, yeah, that should be fine. Tetra, especially in Tetra Tower, Nikke's kind of interact awkwardly. Let's see. Maybe at least you get some bonuses, you know, from pulling. How much? Alright. Let's just see if we can get it. Apparently somebody got her with a free pull, and that's crazy. I 100% would have uploaded that. Wow, I just choked on my words. Uploaded that as a short. Would have been hilarious. But anyway, let's start dipping into gems. You know, it's not until you use gems you realize how steep 3,000 can be. Yes, the gold tickets are there, which ordinarily would have been fine. It's just when you are saving, hoping to use those to lessen the burden of a C7 target, that's where it becomes difficult. You know, people just say, oh, just use the ticket. I kind of can't. I do that too often, and then the C7 gold just becomes more difficult. I don't know. Might have to actually do math and work it out. Oh boy. Elysium, not even. Oh, go away. It's still crazy. I understand recency bias or whatever, but the fact that her ult got top 4 in the popularity contest, kinda crazy. Feel bad for Nayuta. She needs a feat so that she could move into the top ranks next time. And it was only because I saw a sad art that, you know, she was chibi, she was sad. So all of a sudden, I want to get her on the stage.
Soldier EG, what are your orders?
Neon early? Nah, I'm good. Why are you still? Oh my goodness, you're not even good anymore. Honestly, was she ever that great? I'm not sure. But definitely not useful now. Come on. This is crazy because I'm just like one copy. There we go. See? Special animation.
Say hello to the Arc Star. You don't need to fear the dark because I'll light the way.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. She looks good. It's just, oh boy, that was an ordeal.
I'm Neon, and firepower is my game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna stick with one copy. I feel like I can go a little bit more. Maybe like 70 odd K is probably a good stopping point. You know, because getting at least one more copy will at least lessen the burden for the future. Having to rely on getting 3 copies randomly does suck. But yeah, I think 70 odd, 75 probably a good stopping point. That's not too much, especially if you use the same logic for Neon. You know, 1, wait to determine whether you get more later. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Still giving me Tetris freaks. I mean, this is just reinforcing the whole don't go for bust. Like, at the end of the day, that's the lesson to learn here. Don't go for bust. Because just look at the results right here. It just reinforces that idea. So why the bit to just get 1 copy? It is crazy. Then you compare that to my luck in Enfield, and I get the weapons and 20. And we will take extra Scarlet Black Shadow. But yeah, over there, my unit look is abysmal. Trying to keep track of how close we are to 70 odd in my head. Wish I had something to keep track of on the side. I'm pretty sure we're getting close, but I don't think we've overshot it yet.
Armament. Please.
Okay.
What are you?
Pilgrim again. Okay, that's kind of funny. That is actually kind of funny. Where are we? Yeah, kind of. We're almost there. Honestly, that would be a funny place to just end it, but nah, I said close to 70, 75, so we can go a little bit more. I swear, just a little bit more. We won't go past it. I literally cannot afford to do that. You know, great for those of you who can maximum rates. Like, if you can really afford it, or you can spend your tickets and you don't care, go for it. This is just my situation. Yeah. Alright, I think at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to hold off a bit and see if we come back. And if not, you know, this is what it is. We have Missilus, we need that neon. Ooh, Epinova. Alright, well, you know what? I think I need that boost, like I said, so let's just clear out the molds. And then we'll be done. And then we'll come back for neon. You know, that'll be a fun time. Surely neon will yield better results. So let's start with this. Nothing too crazy. I mean, more mate anchor is always great, but nothing crazy. Looking for something that'd be nicer, something new. Again, nothing really good. I mean, maid milk is situationally helped, so okay, alright. Soda, I think she has some uses maybe in raid teams, maybe. Clay, that's funny, her outfit. Just got that one from the login. And purple, no, let's go for Elysian first. Oh, new Elysian? What am I missing? Oh, neat!
Commander, what do you think? Isn't it pretty?
I've been wanting to have her. She has teams that she's useful in. Again, she's kind of not gonna just be raid. Still useful. Tuve. Sure. Treasure Tuve. Situationally useful. Okay, that's kind of funny. Celine following Celine. A little bit behind. Already maxed Senti. Do we need to get her treasure though? I forget there's something we should do about that, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, this should not be happening. I understand it's not the perfect mold, but sheesh. And, well, it did say it was a mid mold, so... Alright, let's... Nah. Alright, well, nothing too crazy from the molds. Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, that's the video. Glad for all of you who showed up. Hope you're having a great time.
Like this, huh?
And I'll see you again when the time comes to roll for Neon. Best of luck, and once again, happy half anniversary for Nikke. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.